I mean, those are just moments that...
You're glad you witnessed.
Yeah.
Okay. You're saying Samawati started late 80s? No.
Yeah,
much.
we started in this side where Yulopa is.
Yes.
Okay, that was a guest house. So my brother used to stay there. When he moved out, I asked if I can take it over and put our studio there.
Yes.
So that was our first studio, actually.
Okay, because you brought up Samawati, where does and African heritage, Gido, Kibukosia, is that where the two of you now met?
That's where we met.
Okay, that's where you met. So the both of you decide, okay.
Yeah.
Are you done?
No, actually, Samawati was four of us.
Okay.
Gido, Joy, Susan, and myself.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So
there were four of us. Now, the interesting thing about Samawati, now let me tell you a story. In 1988, we released our first double single. We're gigging, we're getting, some traction. Joy was working at an architect's firm. So the architect tells her, look, there's some scholarships coming up from the USAID. It was called Training for Development. And he suggested that she apply for one of the scholarships as an architect. So she comes and she says, guys, why don't we do it as Samawati? So we spend weeks putting together this proposal. We've got the engineer, we've got the composer, we've got the PR and whatever, and we've got the lawyer. And we want to learn, all aspects of the music industry. Do you know we got it?
what?
We got it.
So what did that mean? How did that
3 months traveling the US, meeting heavyweights in the music industry, visiting studios, the first CD plant.
The first CD plant.
Imagine.
CDs are becoming extinct now.
It was incredible.
What?
Now that changed our thinking completely.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that changed our thinking. Tracy Chapman, her manager, Tina Turner's manager, Prince's studio.
What?
It was, we met everyone. Barbara Streisand's manager.
What?
Sylvia Rohn, she was the head of, I'm like, that, for me, changed. I wanted to come back and do that here. That's actually what really gave me, and the guys, one of the guys told us, you need to go and be big in your home first. You need to go and grow it there and grow organically from there out. So that's what we decided to do.
So okay, I get it. That's insane. It's like you went to the future.
Yeah.
And saw the possibilities of what could happen if you just came in.
If you just came and got this place organized, a little organized.
That's okay. So this is 80. You said
89.
89. Okay, so you go there, you experience that life-changing moment, you come back. Then at that time you had just formed Samawati, yeah?
We formed it then because we went as Samawati.
Oh yes, no. What I mean is that
we formed it, I think, in 1987.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So what was Samawati at the time?
Samawati was the studio. We were doing ads and whatever, and we were trying to produce.
So let's talk about it from both sides, because both sides are important. So for example, I want to hear business-wise, how are you paying bills and who are you working with at the time?
Ben Wahungu gave us our first ad. Okay. I can't even remember what it was. Okay, and he was at McCann at the time.
McCann,
okay. Yeah. So, and then from there, we just got really very good at it. Okay, jingles, voiceovers, whatever. We just got really very good at it. Okay. Of course, at that time, we had invested in, I think we had a 4-track, a little 4-track that used Chrome cassettes. So we've grown over time. Yeah. But we were able to actually survive on commercial work for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And then, of course, technology became cheaper, and every little kid had a computer in his bedroom and could do the same thing and everything.
Yeah.
So then business kind of came down. We were still, I guess, between ourselves, Bruce, Ted, we were still the people that the industry, that they went to.
You were the ones to do the ads. Let's call it a spade.
We were still the ones. We've done ads that we've done a Pepsi ad that was taken worldwide. You know, we've done Coke ads that were taken worldwide. You know, so we've done ads for everybody,
yes.
for everyone. You name them. We've got ads that we've done for them.
Okay.
But you know, that's not where my heart was.
Yes, your heart was now in.
My heart has always been in the music. Okay. Joy left for Australia in 1992 or 1993 maybe, to marry Andrew, and then I had a moment, the self-doubt. What now? So I asked my mother, do you think I can do this music thing and have my own band? And my mother, of course.
But why not?
Yeah, she was just like, aye. So that was it. So I started Zanaziki.
So, musically speaking, all you ever did was the double CD.
No, we did the double CD and we did another on Keep in Touch. Okay? That sold, I mean, at that point we hadn't figured out the industry, that you need to sell music and also, So we were making money really off gigs, but not of sales.
Yeah.
Okay? And then after that, Joy left. We were actually going to start doing another one, because we'd actually written a lot of the stuff. But so I was left to do that by myself. So in 1995, I did Nipeni Kupe, Zanaziki. That was our first album. Nipeni Kupe, Nipeni Kupe, Nipeni Kupe, Nipeni Kupe, Nipeni Kupe, maisha ni mali kwa mali. That album has people like Eric David, Jimmy Gavi, Mercy Myra, Ian Bugwa. Yeah. It has a lot of, why was that? Oh no, because 89, 90, 91 and 92, we were working with Phoenix Players every year doing the musical.
Let's talk about that, because you touched a bit about the musical that you did with His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta. But that was, fresh out of high school.
Yeah.
Of course, I needed to do some research before interviewing you, out of respect. But one of the things that I came to find out was listening to Eric Wainaina saying how he first met you at Phoenix Players and you taught him how to songwrite.
I've known Suzanne for the last maybe 30 years of my life or more. I first met her, I think we were doing a musical together at Phoenix that she had written, and I auditioned and I got in. But ever since then, she began mentoring me as a songwriter. Back in the day, I was a member of a group called Five Alive, and we used to go and perform at a place where Suzanne and Zanaziki were playing. And we'd play there every single week. It made us better musicians because of the experience that we got. Suzanne would sit with me and help me with my songwriting back in the day. And for that, I consider her an invaluable friend.
So explain to us this Phoenix place, because Phoenix doesn't exist anymore. And that was such a life-changing place for even a lot of musicians then who've become now, and the industry. So tell us about Phoenix.
Okay, let me take you back to Standard 4. There was Donovan Moore. Okay. And James Falkland.
Yes, James Falkland, I know.
Worked with that. In Standard 4, my mom, who had taken me to ballet classes and whatnot, took me to audition for Hansel and Gretel. In fact, it wasn't at Donovan Moore, it was actually at the National Theatre, which James Falkland was directing. So I was like the only black chick in this ballet. But very nice experience because I loved dancing as well. So fast forward to 1989, and we get back together with James again, and he needed someone to direct. So Joy and I would usually do the musical direction together. Okay. Then when Joy left, then I did one on my own, and 2 we composed, Changing Generations. He did the whatever, and we did the music, and I did a lot of the music as well. So 2, and Changing Generations and Aspirations were original musicals. Yeah, which we then also directed. There was one, I think I had to leave, or either they did it twice, and then it was directed by somebody else. But we also did the musical and the video. We also recorded the music and the video of the Aspirations, which was really, really, really
here in Kenya.
Fun. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And that was back in
93.
93.
Maybe 93 was the last one. And then after that, I guess I felt.
Can you remember some of the musicians who passed through that Phoenix era?
Wow.
Of course, there's Eric. Can you remember meeting Eric? Can you remember meeting Eric?
Of course, Eric and Simon both were in one musical.
Okay, Simon who?
His brother, Wanena.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ian, of course.
Bogwa, yes.
God, there were so many. I don't want to
leave them out.
Leave them out.
charge it to the brain. It's okay. So,
there were a lot of people who came through there. Of course, Jimmy Gadu, Cyrus. Where was he? I'm trying to think of the women. I came back to doing musical once again. I did Once on This Island with Keith Pearson, and that we did it twice. Once with Keith and once with I don't know who. Well, Mercy starred in it once, and Sarah Mitaru starred in it the other time.
Yeah.
And Acheng. Then I was working with Acheng. I was working with a lot of different people. I love doing musicals. But it's very hard to without sponsorship. It's very hard to do them. So that's what really made me stop. You have to do it almost like a side thing, or you do it just for
the love of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move into then this Zana Ziki era.
Yeah.
Samawati is formed. Of course, this place is
okay.
Okay.
91. Joy designed this side of the studio, okay, and so we built now a purpose-built studio here, okay. So then now we were moving kind of really from strength to strength. So 95, I released Nipe Nikupe. At the time, we wanted to launch it in a certain way. So I mean, for me, it was really, and James Falkland also taught us a lot about practicing as well. He was very, and getting your notebook, and he was fantastic at directing and really mentoring people. So I asked Acheng to give me voice lessons.
Acheng Abura now.
Yeah. I was just like, I didn't feel, I was strong enough. I didn't feel, all of that. So she came on board, and with, I think, Christine Mayanga, Dave were the vocalists, and then the band was, I think, Ali Makungu, Bruce, I'm trying to remember, Noel Sanyanafwa on drums, a couple of people. Anyway, we had the first launch at Carnival, and this is all me doing, okay, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing the other, we're doing whatever. And that was, we packed the Carnival. So that was very well received. Nice. With Nipe Nikupe. A lot of the things were really, really well received. I mean, it was just, Bruce had come to Nairobi that year, I think, so he was very into showbiz, So yeah, so then we start now our gigging, and then what I took away from the Musically Speaking time was for the live gigs, because some of the gigs don't pay that much. We just decided as a band, we would take out an agency fee for Samawati, and then pay everybody the same. Okay, and that changed very much the attitude of the band. We were all of a sudden a family. Okay, very much a family, and so we keep gigging. We do.
That was amazing. So you would business would be coming in from ads and things.
Yeah.
But you'd be like, hey, listen, we're here to do music. That's where the love is. But music needs to pay. People need to eat, whatever.
Yeah.
So there's a certain percentage we'll take that we know whether 3 people show up, 1 million show up, this guy's fees covered.
Yeah.
That was ahead.
Yeah. So and also because we did all the costuming and all of that. We were very deliberate about how we were positioning ourselves, basically.
Nice. Any videos for that in that album?
95. Yes, there was a Crying's Over, actually. I'll tell you the story of the videos.
Okay, sir.
Somebody took the master to Tanzania and it never came back.
The creative word. Tatumaliza. So you shoot everything, a guy goes to Tanzania and...
Yeah, but we had given them to Kinaketi and they used to play.
Okay.
We did Crying's Over. I think we did 2 videos. I'm trying to think what the second one was. Anyway, 1993 we also did Send Your Girl Child to School.
That was in 1993?
That was in 93.
The campaign song?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Send Your Girl Child to School, which was translated into 6 languages. So we traveled to South Africa, to Senegal, to have it translated and performed in languages.
But Send Your Girl Child to School, did you do that as... It wasn't.
It was actually as me because it was in
you,
between Musically Speaking and Zanaziki.
Yeah.
So that was just me. I did it as me.
Send your girl child to school. Send your girl child to school. Mama, I want to go to school. Daddy, I want to go to school. I want to learn reading, writing, arithmetic like my brothers do. I want to go to school. Hey, I could be a doctor, a teacher, a farmer too, not just a musician. I could do anything. Oh yeah, if you just let me. Mama, let me. Daddy, let me. Let me go to school. Oh, let me. Mama, let me. Daddy, please let me. Send your girl child to school.
So that was quite.
How was that
of fun.
experience again?
That was good. That was fun.
Nice.
Yeah, that was fun.
Okay.
So 98 we do Tam Tamu, and by now we're getting really good at this.
Mm-hmm.
Then in 2000.
Even before that. So now
Oh,
in
no,
this
wait,
studio,
okay,
yeah.
something else.
Okay, no, say what you
No, go on. You asked the question.
Okay, in my question may not be related, so come back to your point. Now have you started getting other producers to work on the production?
On whose production?
Like on different people.
Yeah, we worked with. Bruce worked when he first moved to Nairobi. He was actually based here for about a year.
He was your first in-house producer.
We were the first in.
You guys were your first in-house producers. Yeah.
No, we haven't started. There was a kid called David Moody, a young English kid, who came across with his girlfriend or whatever, and he was a very talented electric guitarist and arranger. Mm-hmm. So we worked a lot with him on Tam Tamu and Zawadi. I think Tam Tamu may be more, and a bit on Zawadi.
Okay.
But we had Studio B. Who was in Studio B in the beginning? Shaki
and Ambrose
also came in, but I don't know that was 2000. It seemed to me that was
later.
It was late
Jawabu.
90s. Yeah, Jawabu.
Jawabu, that was later on.
Yeah, and then in 2000, Sam Muthe gave me a call. He said, Suzanne, do you have a VAT number? Of course, because we're working with ad agencies, we did. So I said, yeah, we do. He's like, look, there's something I want to give you. Because I don't have a VAT number, I've negotiated with Uchumi to sell Kenyan music. But since I can't, do you think you can do it? I was like, what?